Hello everyone, today we're going to do the course schedule problem on Leetcode. So let's see the problem description first. So we are given a total of num courses that we have to take, which are labeled from 0 to num courses -1. Some courses may have prerequisites. For example, to take course 0, you have to first take course 1, which is expressed as a pair like this. So this means to do the course 0, we must first do course 1. Now, given the total number of courses and a list of prerequisite pairs, is it possible for you to finish all courses? So this question is basically asking us, is it possible to do all the courses? So it's not asking us to find the order in which we should do the courses. So it's just asking us whether it's possible or not to finish all the courses. So let's see some examples. So we are given 2 courses and this is the prerequisites. So there is only one prerequisites. And it says that we should do course 0, then only we can do course 1. So course 1 have dependency on course 0. So since there is only one dependency, we can do that. So we will do first course 0 and then we can do course 1. So it's possible to do both the courses. So we will return true in this case. Similarly, here we are given 2 courses. Now there are 2 prerequisites. So to do course 1, we must first do course 0. And another prerequisite says to do course 0, we must do course 1 first. So it have a cycle. So we cannot do course 0 because it have dependency on course 1. And we cannot do course 1 because it have dependency on course 0. So in this example, we cannot finish both the courses, so we will return false in this case. So the basic idea of this problem is we will create a indegree array, and every time we see a dependency on a course, we will increase the indegree of that course. So let's start with the code. So we will first create an array. We will call it indegree. So the size of this array will be equal to number of courses. Next, we will iterate over the prerequisites array so that we can increase the indegree of the courses which have the dependency. So we will iterate over the prerequisites array. Okay, so we will increase the indegree of the course. So prereq. So first index is the dependency 1. So for this example, so this course have the dependency and its dependency is course 0. So we will increase the indegree of this course 1. So that's why we are accessing the 0 index. So indegree of this course will be incremented. And after this, we will see the courses which have indegree of 0. So these courses can be done because they are not dependent on any other course. So we can do those courses. So we will see which courses have indegree of 0. So we can iterate over this. So we will use a queue, or we can also use a stack. So we will put all the courses that have indegree of 0 in the stack or a queue. So I will use a queue, and it will hold integer. So if indegree is equal to 0, So basically I make a mistake here. We will use it by index. So int I is equal to 0, I less than indegree dot length and I plus plus. Okay, then we will do if indegree I is equal to 0, we will put it into the queue dot add, and I will add the index of that course. Yeah, we will put that course into the queue. Okay, then while queue is not empty, we will pull that course from the queue because we can do that course. So what we can do is we will say int course is equal to queue dot pull, so we can remove that course from the queue, and we will take a counter here, course completed. So initially we have completed 0 courses, so every time we pull an element from the queue, it means we completed 1 course, so we will increment the course completed. Course completed will be incremented. Now what we have to do here is, since we completed this course, now if some other course have dependency on this course, we will decrease the indegree of that course, because now since we have completed this course, that other course indegree will decrement by 1. So we have to iterate over prerequisites array again. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than prerequisites length I plus plus int prereq is equal to prerequisites okay, I spelled it wrong. Prerequisites. Okay, prerequisites I. Okay, so we have to do a check whether the course we have completed was the dependency of some other course. So if prereq 1 is equal to prereq 1 is equal to this course, so prereq 1 is equal to this course, we will decrease the indegree of that course, right? So let's do that. So we will decrease the indegree of which course? Prereq 0, correct? Yeah. And we will also check if the prerequisites, if the indegree becomes 0, it means now we can do this other course. So if the prerequisites are completed for this course, so we will put that course into the queue now. So we will make a check here, if indegree of prereq 0 is equal to 0, it means we can now do this course. So I will add this into the queue. You dot add this course prereq 0. Good. So after this, all we have to do is make a check here. So we have to return an empty array if we are not able to, okay, we have to return true or false. So if course completed course completed is equal to num courses, it means we were able to do all the courses. So in this case we will return true, otherwise we will return false. Now let's quickly just check the code for the syntax. So we will created a indegree array, the size will be equal to num courses, then we are iterating over the prerequisites, spelling is correct, okay. So indegree will be incremented for that course, okay. Prereq 0, yeah, it's correct. Then we took a q and int I is equal to 0, I less than indegree dot length I plus plus. So if we see the indegree is 0, we add that course into the queue. That's correct. Course completed initially will be equal to 0. So while queue is not empty, it means we have a course with indegree 0. So we will go inside this while loop and increment course completed. So we will pull that course from the queue. Int I is equal to 0, I less than prerequisites dot length I plus plus int prereq, okay, prerequisites I, that is correct. If prereq 1 was equal to this course, so the indegree of that course will decrement, yeah. And if indegree of that course becomes 0, we will add that course into the queue. That's right. Okay, this looks good. So finally, if course completed is equal to num courses, we will return true. It means we were able to do all the courses by fulfilling all the prerequisites constraints. Otherwise, we will return false. So let's submit. Okay, we made a small mistake here. So this if check should go inside this if block. Otherwise, we will be adding the courses that we have already completed. So when we complete that course and it was a prerequisite of some other course, we will decrement the indegree of that course, and now we will check the indegree becomes 0 or not. If it becomes 0, we will add that prerequisite course into our queue. So let's try it now. Yep, so it works. Now there is another similar problem on Leetcode. It's called course schedule 2. So this is the exact same problem, but in this case we are not asked to return true or false. Rather, we are asked to return the order in which we should complete the course if it's possible, and if it's not possible to complete all the courses given the prerequisites constraints, then in that case we will return an empty array. So for example, if we are given 4 courses and these are the prerequisite constraints, so it says we should do course 0 first, then only we can do course 1. Similarly, to do course 2, we should do course 0 first, and to do course 3, we should complete the course 1. Similarly, for course 3, we should also complete the course 2 as well. So we can do the courses in the order. We can do first 0 course 0, then we can do course 1, then we can do course 2, and then we can do course 3, or we can do course 0, then we can do course 2, then course 1, and then course 3. So there can be more than one answer, so we can return any one of them. So it's the same question. So only thing we have to do is return the order in which we do the courses. So what I will do is I will just copy this code because it's the exact same problem, and then just modify a little bit. So this is the case. So we need a int array. We have to return an integer array. So what we can do is we will create a array called order. and its size will be equal to number of courses. So num courses, and I will also make an index, int index is equal to 0. So every time we do a course, we can add that course into order array. So this course will be added to this order array, and in and we have to just make a check. So if order dot length is equal to number of courses, then we will return order, otherwise we will return an empty array. New int size 0. So this is the thing. Okay, so there may be multiple course correct orders. You just need to return one of them. If it's impossible to finish all courses, we should return an empty array. So this looks fine. So order index is equal to 0. We are incrementing the index. We are doing that course. And at the end, if number of courses that we completed is equal to the number of courses we were given, then we will return the order array. Otherwise, we return an empty array. Okay. Okay, so we made one small mistake here. So rather than checking for order.length, because its length will always be equal to number of courses, so we should check for index. If index is equal to number of courses, it means we were able to do all the courses. So if index is equal to, because we are incrementing the index every time we complete a course. So if index reaches to number of courses, we will return order, otherwise an empty array. Okay, that works fine. So these two are good questions, and this is basically doing a topological sorting. So if a topological sorting is possible, we return true, otherwise we return false. Similarly, in this case, we are doing the same thing, but this time we are adding the courses that we are doing in that same order that we are doing the courses, and we are returning that array.